Hi everyone. This is a demo on how to draw a parrot. And so what I'm doing is I'm looking at a reference picture of Jumbie. So let me just show you. So there's Jumbie. I've also done a few sketches. These sketches that I did, this face I liked a lot. I thought that was cute. And this, I was seeing the construction of the head there. And that one, I like that one too. So I've done a little bit of sketching to get used to the character, get used to drawing this parrot. And so now I'm going to go ahead and draw him on his perch. Here we go. So we start with the cranium. And so just like that cat, the cat head, the parrot too it's kind of square on top and then it comes, it's kind of almost like a point. I'm making it a bit more pronounced. And then here it's kind of more round. And then what's amazing with parrots is how much they can puff up with their feathers. Okay, so, and a parrot can kind of stretch out his neck too. I'm going to give him, I'm kind of following this drawing, but he has his neck's kind of tucked in a bit. So after I draw the cranium with the parrot, the biggest thing I noticed was he's got these big shoulders for, his big wings. So there's like a V in the back. The V is his back, basically. And then each line is the side of his feathers. And so a simplified way that I do bird wings is I do it in shapes. So I see it kind of in 2 shapes or 3 shapes. If it's 2 shapes, you basically have this part, which is like the shoulder to say the elbow, and then it's these long feathers. And then you can kind of just add a few more feathers in there. And so then the other thing that happens with birds' wings is they cross over in the back. And the other thing I'm looking at is his spine. And this is going to be a 3/4 front view. So he's kind of turning his head around. Okay, so let's work on, and I just want to finish. The other thing that's really nice with Jumbie anyways, he's an African gray, so he's got a nice, he's got these nice red tail feathers. So I kind of blocked in my bird here. Let me sharpen my pencil. Now, I think I'll use this eraser. I just want to rub out some of my extra lines. This is a very important step when you when you're kind of starting out, figuring out excuse me, when you're working a character a lot, when you're making a lot of decisions, you end up, you get a very kind of rough drawing. So what I did was, it's called rubbing down the drawing. So you're getting rid of, and this is what's nice with cold erase pencils. You can't do this with a graphite pencil because it smears. It doesn't let you erase and leave kind of a clean line underneath, lighter line. Okay. And it's much better with a kneaded eraser. I just don't have one on me. Okay, so now I'm going to find that cranium again. And so what I really noticed with Sorry, excuse me. I think it's allergies. There's a tree blooming out front. Okay, here's his head, his neck. So his neck is attached to this shape, and this is kind of like a triangular shape. If you were going to draw, I think the clearest thing I noticed when I was drawing this parrot was how very triangular their back is, or their torso, their body. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let's just get to it here. So these are all his feathers. I guess we'll start with the eyes, right? Now, the interesting thing with a parrot is he looks a lot different than the other characters I've been doing. The other thing, too, that I noticed when I would do his beak is the beak is basically like a circle out in front of him. And so you can draw a circle, and then this comes down and like that, and then that comes up, and then this, and then they have a lot of nice markings too on their face. Okay, and his nostril. Okay, so now, what's that there? And we want to find that square head again. He has kind of a fluffy front here too. So it's fluffy in front, round in front, and then a bit more square in the back. Let's see, how's it coming here? Let's find his eye. So I'm going to work on this this head shape. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to block in. He's got a white face and then gray feathers. And so I'm still kind of looking for the eye. So, and this nose, birds are pretty funny with their nose holes. Nostrils, I guess, is what it is. Nose hole. Yep. I've been, let's see, is this cooped up week number 5? Yeah, I'm starting to feel it now, I think. But it's so nice we can do art, isn't it? It's really a blessing for us who are drawing these days. Okay, the thing I really noticed too with Jumbie is his eye's pretty small. And it's way back on his head. So, like if we were looking at that cranium line, it's really up and back, this eye. And then I like to do a little highlight there. Okay, let's see. What else can we get done here? So this kind of comes like this. So this is where I'm talking about this head shape. So kind of like when we did the cat, and the cat has this triangle and then his nose, right? So this is kind of a similar shape, like this square head. And then you can also do a little shadow on his nose there. Okay, so let's move along. Oh, here, one thing I'm not happy with this eye. He should have like a ring around his eye. So, okay, I don't know if that really worked, but maybe it worked well enough. Okay, so let's see. So I'm just gonna soften this triangular shape now. And he has some, okay, so now we're looking at this wing. And we know there's the back here. And so the shape of this wing, you know, it's, the feathers are all kind of coming this way on this kind of angle. So this is where they're kind of more small. Into here. And then these are long. And so the other important thing is to know where the bottom of his body is. And so here's the back of his foot, his toe. And then let's see, here on the back, the feathers are kind of flat. And then so here's the red feathers. And there we go. What do you guys think? My triangular bird. Oh, let me finish this foot. He looks a little bit like a bird of prey. And so they have, I noticed that parrots have four, where are these? Toes? 4 toes. Okay. You know, I guess that's okay for now. The tail feather, the important thing with the tail feather is to get that, the silhouette the way you want. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, over and out.